Hello everyone, welcome to the IAS Mentor Ancient History series. We are continuing Mahajanapada period. In this video, we will see types of kingdoms. In 16 Mahajanapadas, there are two types of political systems. This is very important for both prelims also as well as mains also. Because during the British time period, British used to abuse Indians by saying that always Indians were ruled by very cruel monarchs. That means very despotic rulers, very cruel in nature. They never listen to the people voices. They always crush any kind of opposition to them. And the punishments were also arbitrary in nature. As per the wishes of the rulers, India was ruled since ancient times. That was the charge. But when Indians started learning about our own past, they came to the conclusion and they came to the evidence that whatever British were praising themselves, like they are the mother of democracy, they are bringing democratic ideals to Indians. Long ago, thousands of years before, the British people experimented whatever they are calling democracy in Indian context. That was there in this time period, Mahajanapada time period. That is why this particular type of kingdoms concept is very important. Let us see what is that. These are Mahajanapadas, 16 Mahajanapadas, different Mahajanapadas and the different different rivers and also sources we know. Now, how they are ruled? Question here is how they were ruled. Who is ruling? And who are the officers? And was there any kind of role for the common people or not? That was the chief question here, important question here, that is types of political systems. There are two types of political systems in these 16 kingdoms. One is kingdoms or the territories ruled by a single ruler. I am writing here single, by a only one single leader. That leader is called with various names. Here, king, monarch, raja, these are various names. That's why mono, single. Who is ruling? Monarch. That is one type of territories. There are some territories ruled by a group of leaders. This is the difference. There is a territory. Example, Magadha is there, Malla is there, Kosala is there, Vajji is there, various names. What are the names? Here identify various kingdoms. Identify this. These are the kings. These are the kingdoms. Now these kingdoms, some are ruled by a single leader called monarch. There are some territories or kingdoms ruled by a group of leaders. They are called Gana Sanghas. So this is what importance point is. Gana Sanghas. So here Rajas or Raja, single ruler, powerful ruler. Here Gana Sanghas. So who rule means here a group, and when it comes to that side, who rule? Group of leaders, one side, one leader, one side. There will be difference. Now single person means, is there any control over this? By this time period, this Raja, this monarch he is going to become very powerful. That Raja is going to perform Ashwamedha sacrifice, Rajasuya sacrifice, Vajpaya sacrifice, so many rituals. He patronized Brahmanas, and Brahmanas are going to praise the kingship, kings, and they are going to be compared with the gods, Vishnu, avatar of Vishnu. In that way, the power of Raja becoming more and more stronger and stronger. People are now becoming loyal to the king. Here, loyal to the king. Identify this, loyal to the king. When it comes to early Vedic time period, was there any kind of ruler like this? Early Vedic, Rigvedic period. In Rigveda, people were semi-nomadic. People are moving from one place to the other place. Their main focus on Praja and Pashu, not even on territory also. Rajan, leader of that tribe, elected by the collective people. That is where this concept. So this is the continuation of Rigvedic style. All people did not become like this. So some people were there like this. So who is ruling? Ghana Sanghas or Rajas. How many rulers? How many people rule? Here many, and here single. This is one parameter. Now, loyalty. Now, many means who are these many? From where these many people will come means loyalty to their tribe. So many tribes are there, but collectively they formed one Mahajanapada. One tribe, another tribe, another tribe, another tribe, another tribe. They are not merging. They are still maintaining their tribal loyalties. One person from this tribe, one person from this tribe, one leader will come, one leader, one leader, one leader. All people collectively, they rule. But when it comes to the people of this area, they are loyal to their tribe, loyal to that tribal leader. What about this one? It is now loyal to king. What is happening here? Now these people are going to be merged. Different tribe, different type, different type. Now four varnas, all are merged. Now society divided into four varnas. Even though it is not very rigid, but there is a classification called four varnas: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Accordingly, society divide. But when it comes to the leader of that territory, monarch, Raja, everyone showing to loyalty to that king. Single. Now you see advancement. It is a very natural evolution. It's like a basic, like in case of early Vedic time period, tribes were there. In later Vedic time period, big kingdoms emerged. Same is the case here also. Small kingdoms or small tribes were still existing. So that is what Mahajanapada, Ghana Sanghas means. Still early tribal, early Vedic style of political governance still exists in certain regions. Naturally, in which regions can you expect this kind and this kind? Wherever tribal population is there, wherever many hills are there, generally in hilly terrain, it becomes difficult for the merger. But when it comes to the plain area often people mix with each other. Do you see geographic location also? That is the next one. When it comes to the geographic location, Ganasangas, where they? Wherever tribal population is there. Generally, tribal population reside in Himalayan foothills. So, in this case, in Mahajanapada, by Mahajanapada time period, in Himalayan foothills, they tried to survive. And when it comes to here, plain area, Because in plain area, is it easy to perform Ashwamedha sacrifice in hilly terrain or plain terrain? Plain terrain. In plain terrain, easy to perform sacrifices like Ashwamedha, easy to go for wars and battles. On both sides, people will fight. If one is defeated, the winner is going to take everything. In plain area also, some kind of tribes will be there. But by Mahajanapada time period, when it comes to Stone Age people like tribals only, everyone. But when it comes to Mahajanapada time period, these rulers were continuously expanding. That's what in later Vedic time period they were expanding. Ashwamedha sacrifice is a mechanism to expand their territories. After some time, everything is going to be merged into single kingdom that is ruled by king. All the people, now they are not having any loyalty to their tribe. Even people may forget their original tribe also. They are now entering into new kind of identity, like case of here Varna, but their leader is king. So this is a gradual evolution. In plain area, this becomes very faster. In plain area, because people move from one place to the other place, bullock carts will move, horses will move, river valleys, transportation mechanism will be there. People easily understand and they become closer and closer. When it comes to hilly terrain, it becomes difficult. That's why even today also, wherever hilly terrain is there more number of tribes are there, like Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, the Jharkhand, Northeast, Uttarakhand, wherever hills are there you are going to see the tribes. If you go to Haryana and Punjab, sometimes no tribes. If they are there, very few tribes or no tribes. Plain area, because it make the people interact very fastly. People lose their old loyalties and they will come to the new kind of social structure, that is this one. You see how geography is playing the nature of the political system also. This is another one. So what is the political system here? Single leader called monarchy. So this is monarchy. This is Ganasangha or Ganarajas. Ganarajas or Ganasanghas. How many people rule? Here single ruler. Here many. Who are these many? Tribal leaders. And here all people show loyalty to that king. And when it comes to this, people are loyal to their tribe. That tribe represented by one tribal leader. And at the top, collection of these tribes are going to rule. That is called oligarchy. So this is monarchy. This is oligarchy. So what is this? This is monarchy. This is known as oligarchy, are also called chiefdom. Many chiefs. Oligarchy, monarchy. Single, multiple. Alright, geographic location, Himalayas, and here plain area. Now, what is the nature? Now, naturally, accordingly, as per the existing resources, plain area have more resources or hilly people have more resources? In comparison with hilly people, plain area people have more resources. Why? Fertile soil, forest area, many rivers, agriculture activities, iron mineral, artisan activities, trading activities, wealth creation is more in plain area. When it comes to hilly terrain, it is very difficult to communicate also. That's why the richness, plains are more richer than the foothills of Himalayas or the hilly terrain. Now, as a result, what happens here? Here, more complex bureaucracy is there. Bureaucracy. Here, more complex, because here rulers have to handle agriculture separate administrators, artisan activities separate administrator, industrial activities, trading separate officers, collection of the taxes separate officers, maintenance of military to manage all these areas officers. When it comes to this, simple, not like this one. When it comes to here Brahmanas and Kshatriyas are going to play dominant role. When it comes to Vaishyas and Shudras, they are going to work hard. They are working class. Wealth creation by working on the farm field artisan activities, trading, and by giving labor. And here they are privileged, and they are the ruling, or control over the knowledge, control over religion. This one. When it comes to this, here bureaucracy is simple, and also social classification also very simple. One is Rajakula, that means royal families. Another one is Dhasa, Karmakara, that means Dhasa Kula, that means slave group. So simply, royal family members are Kshatriyas, and one section are going to be the laborers. So one privileged, one working class. Not these many classifications, 4 classification, no. Working class, privileged class. Now who will rule? Is working class involved in the oligarchy? This is the critical analysis. Even though we praised these Ganasanghas to counter the narrative of the Britishers were praising their democracy in the context that common people were getting rights. But initially in Britain also, only nobles got that right. Common people were gradually getting there. In ancient times also, it is not the common people, not the humble background people are ruling. This territory is ruled by that privileged class only, called Kshatriya families or Rajakulas. But when it comes to Das or Karmakaras, they are like workers only. It is not a true democracy like we are enjoying today. At least in early Vedic time period, entire tribe used to take the decisions. But that also gone by this time. No doubt in comparison with this, here at least some kind of democratic elements are there. Here that is gradually coming down. Here monarchy. And also after the death of this monarch, who is going to be the next ruler? Same one person from the same family, hereditary. So here, who is the successor? When it comes to successor, bureaucracy complex, simple. And when it comes to successor from the chief families. And here, monarch family. Sometimes chances may be there. Group may elect, but by this time, that tribal leaders are gradually becoming like in that tribes also, the tribal leader, after that next son of that tribal leader will become the next tribe leader. Monarchy, this is law of primogeniture. That means what? The eldest son. Eldest son is going to be the next automatically ruler. But it doesn't mean everyone will accept. If people are there who don't accept this succession, they are going to fight. But generally agreed norm is law of succession is law of primogeniture. Eldest son will inherit. Mahabharata is what? The eldest son Yudhishthir was supposed to become, but Duryodhan questioned it. That's why Mahabharata war happened. So example is there. It's not that always people smooth transition is there in the power. Whenever questioning starts, wars used to happen, and whoever the sword, the power will again establish itself as the monarch. Chief families, that is successor. All right. So this is how different monarchies on one side, Ghanarajas on the other side, different political systems were there during this time period. This side foothills, in those foothills they were prevailing. When it comes to this plain area, they were prevailing. And when it comes to decline, particularly this one, they declined over a period of time. Naturally, it is an evolution. Like from early Vedic to later Vedic, people evolved. Similarly, when monarchies became very powerful, they gradually eliminated them. Example, Here there is a kingdom called Magadha, very powerful, and neighboring there is one Ganasanga called Vajji. Magadha devoured it, means Magadha had eaten. Simply Magadha expanded by removing Vajji confederacy. So what is this? When it comes to these people, they have very strong army and they are poor army. Resources are more, resources are less. Tax collection is more, tax collection is less. Organized military is going to be more here. Here it is not organized. Tribal chiefs, they have to mobilize. It becomes difficult during times. And also when continuous, many tribes are there, many tribal leaders are there, gradually unity also will not be there. They themselves used to fight among themselves for the power. Whereas in monarch, single ruler, he takes the decision, he captures it. So that is how. Till Gupta time period, they were there. When Samudragupta comes in Gupta time period, that means by 300 CE, that means now we are in 600 BC, 300 CE means 900 years later, one powerful leader will come called Samudragupta, and he is going to, whatever small republics were there for of that time period, they are going to be eliminated by Samudragupta. So in this way, the rise of monarchs, powerful monarchs became threat to the republics. All right, this is how. It's a very important question. Types of kingdoms. One is monarchies, another one is Ganarajyas. What are they? Here if I show you, identify this Vajji, Malla. Vajji, Malla is an example of republics. They are called republics. Another term is Ganarajya. So what is the term here? One is monarchy. One is single leader, what we call monarchy type of system. This is a republic. So what is the present day India? After 1950, India got independence. India became, in 1947, India got independent. In 1950, India created its own constitution. How India? Today, is it monarchy, India as a country? No. India is a republic country. Do you see how ancient traditions are coming? This is how. These are Vajji, Malla, Shakya are examples of a republic. Ganarajyas. Remaining all powerful monarchs, and they are going to eliminate them. And in fact, they themselves are going to fight. One of the kingdom, that is Magadha, is going to become very powerful after some time. Mahajanapadas means as long as these kingdoms were there, that is Mahajanapada period. Once Magadha becomes very powerful, then new dynasty is going to come, Mauryan dynasty. They are going to rule literally entire India. They are going to expand. At what cost? The republics are going to be eliminated gradually. So that is why this is how two types of Mahajanapadas, one Mahajanapada monarchy, another Mahajanapada republics. So what is the question here? With this, we have completed this part also. Again, this is a part of political life of Mahajanapadas. Important question here. I will show you the prelims question. Please try to answer this question. Which of the following Mahajanapadas was a Ghanasanga? Magadha, Kosala, Avanti, Malla. Answer this question, write in the chat box. All right. So with this, we have ended this particular topic, that is type of kingdoms. In next video, we will try to see rise of Magadha. Very important topic. Next one, rise of Magadha. All the best. Thank you.